Guys, what is up? Back at you once again. It is ya boy, Chin, that freaking Mark. And you know what? Let's just get it out of the way. Rest in peace to King Kong Bundy, not George the Animal Steele, Enzo Amore. He's been dead for a little over 2 years now. Yeah, rest in peace. King Kong Bundy, not George the Animal Steele. Jesus fucking Christ, Enzo Amore, just go away. So we got this here episode of Smackdown Live kicking off with a really emotional video package about how awesome Kofi Kingston's journey has been up until that point where he got completely fucked over by Vince McMahon, right? Yeah, it's basically just Daniel Bristol and Rowan in the ring, sporting a dope Behemoth shirt, by the way. Loving that, Rowan. And they're just talking about how, yeah, that really sucks for Kofi, but now KO is the next guy. And you know what? Everyone here likes KO because he looks like you. He's fat and he's a fucking nobody. Really cheap heat, okay? KO comes out and he's just like, you know what? If you're just gonna make fucking fat jokes at me and say that I'm like these people because you're fucking annoying and they all notice that, then hell yeah, brother. I'm just like these peeps. And by the way, you do fucking suck. At one point in this promo, Rowan steps up to puff out his chest, and KO's just like, adorable, and just like fucking punches his face real fast. And you know, there's two of them and only one of him, so this ultimately just led into KO kind of getting ganged up on. In fact, I do believe he was choke-slammed into the ring by Rowan. Next up, the Usos come out and give us a super hyphy promo, as they usually do. But the thing that really stuck out to me in this promo is that they mentioned jumping off of the WrestleMania sign. Do it. The whole point of this promo is basically for the Usos just to talk shit about how ridiculous The Miz and Shane McMahon are. So they come out and basically show that they are ridiculous in the way that they deliver their promo, but they're passionate, and that's the part that really cuts through here. And at one point in the promo, Miz says to Jay, because that's who the match is, The Miz versus Jey Uso, he says, the second you let your guard down, I'm going to take advantage of it. And that's exactly what happens. This match is all of like 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. At one point, Jimmy is trying to help his bro out, and that just caused to a whole scuffle, which leads to a fucking distraction. And then, yeah, The Miz rolls up Jey Uso and just pins his ass out of nowhere. Super quick match. Makes me believe the Usos are probably going to retain at Fastlane coming up. We are then going to have ourselves R-Truth opening back up the US Open Challenge. And you know what? R-Truth just kind of opens this bitch up with just being like, you know what? Cena's still my hero. He always has been. That's why I got these really dope John Cena bed sheets. That's why I got a really dope John Cena poster. And that's why I watch really dope John Cena movies. We had a dance break, which, you know, we've been getting those. 7 seconds now, very official. Lacey Evans shows up and I'm just getting really sick of it. Put her in a fucking match rather than just having her walk out. Whatever. Keep saying the same thing. Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade are the ones who answer this. It just turns into a fatal 4-way, and it was fucking fantastic. Look at all the people that were in the match. Basically, everyone got their fair share of spots in. Even the people that weren't in the match got their spots in. Andrade got one of his dope-ass little back elbows in there, which I fucking love when he does that. Samoa Joe got in a suicide dive and just reminds you that a man his size probably shouldn't be doing moves like that, but he does and makes it look like it's just ever so easy. Truth turns back into John Cena, which I love. He gets a double 5-knuckle shuffle, only hits Samoa Joe, but Rey Mysterio still sells. And at one point, Zelina Vega hits R-Truth with a Rana, and Carmella didn't really appreciate that shit, so she just like super kicks the fuck out of her. It was fantastic. And you know what? At one point throughout all this, Samoa Joe just came in and started cleaning house, and Samoa Joe is going to be the one who walked out of this bitch as the new United States Champion. No complaints from this guy over here. Alistair Black and Ricochet versus The Bar. This match was just reminding us how awesome Alistair Black and Ricochet are. They win. Rusev and Shinsuke show up, which was kind of nice. I almost forgot about them for a second. And it just starts to be a whole gang up session, and then the fucking Hardy Boys, and I mean the actual Hardy Boys, show up. Like, they took Matt Hardy out of a fucking time machine and brought him back, like, with the old retro gear. Jeff had, like, the fucking see-through gear that he was wearing at, like, WrestleMania 17 or some shit, but with face paint. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with this angle, but I love the idea of Alistair Black and Ricochet with the Hardy Boys. It's fucking fantastic. Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. The dick move is just going to the overall booking of just what the fuck played out here. It was literally Naomi getting finished off in 3 fucking moves. What? Hopefully that means that Asuka's gonna be kicking the fuck out of her at Fastlane this Sunday, because Asuka came out at the end of this to just kick some bitches around. She just kicked the shit out of Sonya Deville, kicked the fuck out of Mandy Rose. Naomi was pretty stoked about that. But like, seriously, that better be what this leads to, because what the fuck was that about? So then we have ourselves the main event in terms of a match for the night. It's going to be Rowan versus KO, and it wasn't really much of a match because not too long into the match, KO rolls to the outside, and Daniel Bryan, who is on guest commentary, is there very loudly talking shit so KO can hear it. KO comes over, gets a little bit of a beating down. D Brizzle didn't really appreciate that, so he puts in a little bit of a beating down on KO. That's going to lead to a disqualification because you can't do that when a wrestling match is going on. Basically, it was just a bit of a beatdown. Mustafa Ali returned, which was kind of cool because I wasn't really expecting that. Also, it was kind of weird because I guess it just solidified that KO is like the face in this situation, which obviously he was, but he's like a hard face, you know? Yeah, Mustafa Ali returned just to kind of give a brother a hand here. And Kevin Owens got in another stunner on Daniel Bryan, so awesome. Then we have basically a build for the match at Fastlane coming up. Charlotte and Becky. Charlotte very smart-assedly, that's totally a word, calls out Becky Lynch, and she comes on out to talk about her health, right? Yeah, Charlotte says she's concerned about it, but then she kicks out the crutch that Becky was very heavily selling her leg on, and continues to just whoop some ass, so I don't think you're really that worried about it, Charlotte. Yeah, doesn't matter, because this is the fucking man we're talking about, right? Becky Lynch, she can hold her fucking own, and she does exactly that. She just starts fighting back, puts in a mother-freaking disarmor on her, and then refs come out to be just a giant fucking cockblock, because that's what they're good at. When things get really awesome, intense, and heated, they come out to ruin it for everyone. And yeah, guys, in a nutshell, see what I did there? That was Smackdown Live for you. How was it? You know, for being a go-home episode, I'm not gonna lie, WWE has been doing pretty good since they straight up told us that they were going to be doing better on their shows and shit, and yeah, it was awesome. If we're gonna whip out the old scale here, the shat, the crap graps, the dees, the not too shabs, or the happening graps, I mean, honestly, we had some good building here. We had some questionable matches, I'll be honest, but I'll overlook it because story was the overall focus here. And you know what? I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Happening motherfucking graps, y'all. It was pretty dope. Again, they've been doing a good job recently, so I hope they keep it up. Fastlane's coming up on Sunday. Gonna be pretty sweet. Up until the next time, it has been your boy, Chin That Freaking Mark, here talking about some wrestling on a Tuesday night, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Deuces.